All right, so I wanted to do a really quick video just about nutrition and how to keep it simple. I know that in this journey, nutrition is usually that one thing that is the hardest part. It's kind of like where to start, what to eat, how much of things to eat. Like, I get it because I feel like when I came into this journey, I had no idea how to meal prep. I had no idea I didn't cook in the kitchen. I did not know healthy recipes. Like, I barely set foot in the kitchen. I hated cooking. So I struggled. So I want to break it down for you and kind of how I got started as when I was a challenger in a brand new, for the first time in one of these groups. This is where I started with my nutrition. And this is kind of, to this day, it's still something that applies to me. And I feel like when I joined my first challenge group, my coach breaking it down for me like this was super beneficial. So I wanted to just do a quick video to kind of share with you some simple tips and tricks to keeping your nutrition simple. A good way to get started with, if you have these portion control containers, this is what I'm going to kind of be referring to, but you don't have to have them. This is just, these I find are a really good place to start if you're looking to kind of, understand understand how many carbohydrates you should be having in a day, what your portion sizes should be, because this is the portion size of a carbohydrate. Whereas, when I used to eat pasta on my own, it would be like a heaping bowl, right? So this is just a good way to kind of measure what you're eating so you're aware of how to eat these food groups, all of them. You can eat carbs, but just how to eat them in a reasonable way, I guess. So I'm going to share my screen here. So if you go to the 21-Day Fix program, go in there, click that, you'll see the program materials section. So you click that, and then there's a whole getting started guide. So if you click this, go down, you'll see this calculation here. So on this screen, step 2, determining your eating plan, you're gonna fill that in, and then you're gonna get your plan. So there's plan A, B, C, and I love this because it's based on you, your weight, all of those, that it's pertaining to your body. So you can find out how many carbs you should be having in a day, how many proteins, all those things. So when I first started, this is kind of how I did it. You probably can't see it too well, but I just wrote down like veggies so I can have 4, and I kind of color coded everything to make it really simple. And then I would just kind of go and think, okay, for breakfast, overnight oats, so that's a carb. And then a banana is a purple, and like kind of just planning things out that way. So for a snack, egg cups with broccoli and cheese, or spinach, and I would kind of just, protein for my eggs, and then my spinach was a green, and just going about it that way is a really simple way to kind of just make a quick meal plan, make it super simple. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. So that's what I suggest kind of starting with there. And then if you go back, oh no, it's hard to see with this share a screen thing in my way. Oh geez, what am I doing here? Okay, we're gonna stop share for now because I'm getting confused. So when you get out of here, all right, so we're gonna go back to share a screen. Okay, share a screen. Okay, so then we go here. So now go back to program materials, and if you scroll down, you're going to see the nutrition part. So she has a whole food list. So this is going to help you know kind of what foods go in each container. And what I started as well is I just wrote down the foods I would actually eat out of those categories. So you can do that, or you can just go simply to some of the eating plans that she has already prepared. So this is a good way as well to just kind of get some ideas for your meal plans. And again, every single program, whether you're doing 21-Day Fix or not, they all have their own meal plan ideas. They all have their own, this is just the same getting started guide thing. They've got tally sheets here. Again, go through the program materials here because there's lots of ways to track your food as well. But again, every program, so no matter if you're doing MBF, if you're going to do 4 weeks of the prep, like whatever you're doing, sorry, there's like a little fruit fly. They're all going to have their own kind of meal plan ideas. They're all going to have their own ways of doing it. But normally the containers come into play because most of them refer to them. So it's just a good thing to kind of keep in the back of your head. These are really cheap to buy on the Beachbody website. So you can do that, or you can simply, like, there's cheat sheets. So like for carbs, it's half a cup. fruits 1 cup. Like you can get away with it that way. All right, so that's a little bit of that. So something else is if you really struggle with nutrition and nutrition is something that you really want to tackle and take control of, I highly recommend investing in one of our nutrition programs. And that could be the Ultimate Portion Fix, which is basically a really just like a more deep dive into the containers. It's with Autumn Calabrese. So it's using the container idea, but she's going to provide you with videos, like so much video. It's honestly incredible. Like the videos are about 10 to 15 minutes, nothing crazy, but she literally goes over like carbohydrates, proteins, but then she'll also go into navigating the grocery store, how to grocery shop, what her best tips are, how to meal plan. Like she goes so deep into nutrition and into these containers and into kind of how to set yourself up for success. And it's inspiring and it gets you excited to take control of your nutrition journey. So I honestly loved it. It also comes with a tracker. So a tracker that you can track your nutrition. It comes with a whole recipe book that I use every single, like I love the recipe book. There are so many amazing things in there. And it's honestly one of my favorites, like especially with barbecues or social events, I'll actually go into that recipe book and find, because there's so many appetizers and like dinner ideas, and I'll go in there and pick something because then I know it's tasty. Everybody's gonna love it because it doesn't taste healthy, but it's healthy. And that's what I love about it, is that the foods are so delicious. They're not broccoli and chicken and rice. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you're wanting to get more out of your comfort zone with food and understanding your body, understanding how nutrition works for you, this is a great program to invest in. And because you're already in our groups, you're already a Beachbody On Demand member, you'll get like a cheaper deal on the packages. So, and again, if you're a VIP member, you also get that 25% off. So we can reach out, we can chat more about that, but I highly recommend that. And then the To Be Mindset is another nutrition program. That's actually the first one I started with when I joined Beachbody. Like it didn't come out until about a year later. So I did this kind of container system for the majority up until that program was released. And when that program was released, I saw my best results inside and out because I finally became confident in the kitchen. Her mindset, like with To Be Mindset, her motto is more about your mindset. It's not using containers. Like this is Autumn Calabrese. The To Be Mindset is Alana. You're not using containers. You're not measuring your portions. It's all about your mindset. So it's really based on that kind of, going off what you feel. Like it's more, how do I like plating it? So knowing like veggies most is one of her mottos. So having more veggies on your plate than carbs, than the other stuff. And that's one of them. She again has videos, like she goes over this in videos, and they're 10 to 15 minute videos. She'll go over grocery shopping, meal prepping, how to use the To Be Mindset, how it works, how to, plate your food properly so that you're getting, the right portions, and really goes over in depth with you. But her whole thing too is she doesn't focus on exercise, whereas Autumn is kind of a mix of the exercise and the nutrition. To Be is strictly nutrition. And she says, if you're not comfortable exercising yet, totally fine. Start with the nutrition and then move into exercising. So again, that program was where I really developed a lot of confidence in the kitchen for the first time in my life. I was finally like experimenting with new recipes like zoodles, or making, just making really creative different kinds of foods that were delicious, but mostly veggie and plant-based. And I was like, wow, this is delicious. So those nutrition programs are really beneficial. Again, reach out if you want to talk in more detail about them. And again, going a little bit more into kind of just simple nutrition, something I like to do every Sunday is I prepare my overnight oats. That's something kind of been a signature in my life since I started this journey. So I'll do 5 to 7 days worth of my overnight oats. Again, really simple. I have recipes for those. Egg cups are another really simple breakfast idea. Sweet potato cubes. And I'll do all of these on Sunday because I'd rather just have everything ready and make a mess in my kitchen one day a week rather than, every single day trying to get things together. And even cooking your chicken. You can cook your chicken on Sundays. You can, And again, look up some recipes on the Beachbody blog or in the program that you're doing. Check the program materials section, check the recipe book, and find some recipes that you want to try. I typically try to keep it simple, and sometimes I'll do like 2 recipes a week. I'll just make enough so that I can kind of alternate between them. Um, but other than that, those are some really good ways to get started with your nutrition. Again, I'm open to one-on-one calls if you ever want to reach out and just chat one-on-one about nutrition, about how to get started, about what you're struggling with, what I can help with. We can do that too, because I would love to, just because we're all different. We all have different experiences with nutrition. We all have different experiences with our comfort levels with meal prepping, and I want to see you get success, because truly nutrition is a big part of this. And I understand it's summer. And again, in this group, we're going to be sharing tons of like summer fun recipes. We're not just keeping it, we understand there's going to be barbecues, there's going to be social events, there's going to be weddings, like things like that are going to happen. And that's okay. Plan for it. And just be aware of what makes you feel good. Because I promise you, once you start fueling your body and finding foods that you love, like healthy eating it's like a no-brainer. Like it really does become something you enjoy. And that sounds crazy. And I would never have thought I'd say that, but it's like finding those things that really you enjoy. I look forward to my bedtime snack because it's plain Greek yogurt with some chocolate recover protein, with sometimes some chocolate chips. Sometimes I'll put it on a rice cake with some chocolate, with some chocolate chip. Like I'll make it really tasty and it doesn't feel like it's a healthy, and you start to enjoy that. So just keep in mind that these things take time, and you need to develop that comfort with meal prep, and it takes a little bit of time. And in the beginning, you might struggle and feel a little overwhelmed, and that's okay. But keep in mind that the more you do it, the more you practice it, the better and easier it becomes. And get creative in the kitchen, have fun with it. Don't just make broccoli and chicken. Don't do that. But anyways, I think that's kind of all I wanted to pop on here for. I just wanted to keep this really simple. But again, if you have questions, please reach out. Please, please, please reach out. We are here for you to support you along this way, along your journey. And again, nutrition is a big part of that. So we're here to help. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and get meal prepping. Meal prep on Sundays is usually my go-to. Sometimes Saturdays, depends on the day. Sometimes midweek. Life happens sometimes. But anyways, have